Predicting every NFL team's schedule this year, here we have the Broncos. I think the Broncos are going to be an absolute wagon this year. This should be pretty easy. Really tough matchup to start the year in Arrowhead, but the Denver Broncos are going to come out sharp, and they're going to hound this offense of the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes coming off the ACL, not a good matchup for him. Then they beat the Jacksonville Jaguars because, of course, they're just better. Then the Rams sneak one in. You can't start off undefeated all the time. It is what it is. You got to drop something. Then you beat the San Francisco 49ers, the Chargers, back-to-back. Pretty easy matchups for them. Then in week 6, you have the Super Bowl matchup that should have been. Are you going to win it? No, I think you lose to the Seattle Seahawks. I think that they're just a little bit more of a high-powered offense in comparison to you guys. It is what it is. It's the regular season. Then you beat the Cardinals because of course you do. Then you sweep the series. This is massive for you. Then you take the Panthers easily, then the Raiders easily, then the Steelers easily, then the Miami Dolphins easily, then the Jets easily. And you're just rolling. And you face the Raiders again. You take another one from them, and then you get into a really good part of your schedule to end the year. 12-2, you're in a good spot. You beat the Bills, you beat the Patriots, and you lose to the Chargers because you don't need it to secure the 1 seed. I think adding Kenneth Walker can change their entire season. And you get Patrick Mahomes back, obviously, this is going to be a fun year for them. But in week 1, you have the toughest matchup you will have all year. But you're at home, but you're still not winning the game. I think the Denver Broncos come out hotter. Then you take the games versus the Colts, the Dolphins, and the Raiders. Easy little start to your year. You're 3-1. Then you have another tough stretch of football. You beat the Chargers, you lose to the Seahawks, and you lose both games this year to the Denver Broncos, and that's going to matter in terms of your seeding. Then you beat the Jets easily because of course, then the Falcons easily because of course, and then the Arizona Cardinals easily because of course. Then you get into your second really tough stretch of football this year. You lose to the Bills and the Rams back-to-back, a really tough part of your schedule, but you bounce back by beating the Bengals. Then another really tough part of your schedule coming up again. You beat the New England Patriots because the Patriots aren't as good as you. You beat the San Francisco 49ers, and you beat the Chargers, and you finish off your year with 5 really good wins in a row and end your year 12-5. The Raiders have a lot of key new additions. Kirk Cousins, Fernando Mendoza, new head coach. Is any of this enough? Let's find out. You start off with a good win versus the Miami Dolphins at home. Then you lose to the Chargers and the Saints and the Chiefs back-to-back-to-back. Now we're in a really rough spot, and this schedule does not lighten up. Because then you lose to the Patriots, the Bills, and the Rams. You're just not ready to compete with them yet. But then you pick up 2 good wins versus the Jets in the San Francisco 49ers. You're back on track, and that's being generous versus San Fran. But then you lose to the Seattle Seahawks, the Denver Broncos, but you pick up a win versus the Browns. We're 4-8. And then you lose back-to-back-to-back with the Chargers, the Broncos, and the Titans, and you finish off your year by losing to the Cardinals and to the Chiefs, 4-13. Not great. The Chargers finally get healthy, but is it enough with how incredibly tough their schedule is going to be? Let's find out. They start off hot by winning back-to-back games versus the Cardinals and Raiders, 2 easy teams to beat for them. Then they lose back-to-back versus the Bills and the Seahawks, and then they have another juggernaut coming in the Denver Broncos. They lose that game, then back-to-back games versus the Chiefs, and then it doesn't get any lighter. This schedule is actually a nightmare because then you lose to the Los Angeles Rams. And just in case you thought it was going to get any easier, because it has to, right? You have the Houston Texans. You lose to them, and then you lose to the Ravens. This team's going to be banged up at this point. This is too many good teams in a row, and you're 2-7. Nightmare scenario. And just as soon as you think it's getting lighter with the Jets, you win that game, you lose to the Patriots, because the Patriots are also going to be in starvation for wins. You're 3-8, and this season's starting to get away from you. Luckily for you, the back half of the schedule lightens up a little bit. You win to the Buccaneers, you win versus the Raiders, giving you the win over the 49ers, you win against the Dolphins, and you have 2 games for the rest of your season to finish, hopefully at 9-8. Are you going to do it? Well, the Chiefs want it more than you, and they beat you. You're 7-9, and you win the last game of your season because the Denver Broncos don't even need it. You finish 8-9. Is that going to be enough? I don't think so, but follow to find out.